We're back in the studio again with Kelly Maslyk from Touchwood Flooring. How's it going today, Kelly?
It's going very well, Trevor. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Beautiful summer. The rain has seemed to have subsided in Edmonton, so I'm feeling good about that.
And we got a long weekend coming up.
There's a long weekend coming up, and I just found out about it today. So
you're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. That's awesome. So now I have an extra day to, do yard work or to fix stuff at the house or something like that.
Yeah.
Might have a beverage on the patio, maybe. But anyways, let's talk about
That's cool.
a couple of brands that you guys sell and support out of Touchwood Flooring in Edmonton. We're talking about Mirage and
Vintage Flooring.
And Vintage. So Mirage and Vintage Flooring. Get me started. How did you find out about these brands and what makes them special? Did you want to go with like Mirage first and then the other, or how did you want to do it?
Yeah, we could start with Mirage and then that kind of leaks into Vintage for sure.
All right, let's talk about it. So Mirage, tell me a story about Mirage. Why do you love it?
Oh, there's so many reasons. First of all, it's a beautiful product and it's Canadian made.
Oh, nice.
So anytime you get a Canadian made product, there's so many advantages with that, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're using Canadian materials. We're supporting Canadian, but also we're using products, wood that grows in Canada. So it's probably going to be a little bit more stable than what you find outside of Canada or North America for that matter. But yeah, just being able to support Canadian companies is always great. Mirage itself is extremely well made. The manufacturing process, everything about it is just, the milling is perfect. Installers love to use it. So that's always a benefit on site. When the installers are happy, you're going to get a good job at the end. But then even the fact that they have just a great selection of colors. So for those people that are, looking for something specific or they're not quite sure what they want, you can come in, look at our Mirage display, and there's going to be something for you. Designers love it because of the palette of colors there are. And builders love it because it's such a durable product. They know that if they install it for their clients, they're not going to have to worry about it.
Nice. What species of wood do they focus on or do they provide out of Mirage?
Yeah, so there's the big three, which are going to be the white oak, the red oak, and the maple. They also have a couple other options. They have a little bit of hickory and some walnut.
We've talked about the process of them building it. It's Canadian made, Canadian trees or North American trees, and that it's a really nice product to install. What makes it nice to install?
Just how well it's milled. So when they're doing all the manufacturing of, laminating everything together, the engineered products, even their solid wood products, it's just everything is done so precisely that you don't have any give on the tongue and groove system. So you're not going to get any squeaking. It's going to fit nice and tight, but it also, it's not so tight that you have to force it together. It goes together really nice. Just an all around incredible product.
All right. Now let's talk about Vintage. Where's Vintage located? Where are they from? What's special about Vintage?
Vintage, again, is a Canadian company. And Vintage and Mirage are kind of sister companies. They're under the same corporate umbrella. I guess some of the key differences are Mirage tends to follow a little more Eurocentric color scheme. I know Canada's usually about 5 years behind the Europe styles, but that's where they're trying to trend to. Whereas Vintage is a little bit different. They tend to follow more Ontario-based design styles, which they still have a bunch of beautiful colors that we're happy to show everyone. Vintage, I guess some of the main differences, they're all manufactured in the same facility, kind of the difference being the Mirage product is manufactured and finished in Quebec, whereas Vintage is manufactured in Quebec and then finished in Ontario. And the platforms that it comes in, Vintage is only going to come in a 3/4 inch platform unless it's, a special order. And then Mirage, you can get the True Balance Light, which is a 9/16 product, or the True Balance, which is a 3/4 inch product. They also offer a lock product. So it's like an engineered wood, but it locks together like laminate. It's more thought for the do-it-yourselfers. And then obviously both the Mirage and Vintage companies will do solid hardwoods.
Okay, so there's a lot of different choices there. Yep. Even just in those two brands,
yep,
you have hundreds of different choices yep. of type of material.
Exactly. And that's not even really considering the widths, right? The different widths we can get. So when you're looking at a solid product, you're generally going to be looking at a 2 1/4, 3 1/4, or 4 1/4. And then when you jump into the engineered, you're looking 5 inch, 6 1/2, 7 inch, 7 3/4. So, yep.
So you got a lot of choices. So
lots of choices.
And who are these brands perfect for?
They're perfect for really anyone. Anyone that wants the kind of the best bang for your buck. It is a little bit more of an expensive product, not like what we have to pay for the products we're importing overseas, but the way it's built and the way or how stable it is in our climates for the cost is the best way to go. And the finishes are extremely durable as well. So yeah, it's best for probably, I mean, designers love it. Designers love getting their clients into it. Same with basically every level of builder can use it at some point. And then any homeowner that's looking for new flooring, they want new flooring. They want to get rid of their old hardwood or whatever they have, old carpet, want to put some hardwood in. Definitely we can find price points that fit basically anyone.
That's great. Now let's talk about the warranties for these different brands. Okay. Are they the same? Are they different, or how do they differ?
That's a great question. The warranties are the same. It's a 25-year manufacturer warranty, but you also have to consider that warranty is based on the climate of your house. So if you don't have your humidity levels in check, and you're seeing issues with your floor, well, it's probably going to be a climate issue. And that would be not covered in warranty. But similarly with our installations, we warranty our installs for 5 years. And you know, if it's a wear and tear issue that you've caused on your floor, well, that's not going to be a warranty.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. I mean, if you've worn it out, or your dog put scratch marks on it, like my dog has done to my wood floors. Yeah. Of course, that's not covered by anything. Now, Kelly, I know you guys install these products. Do you also just sell them to other installers and other companies so they can install them in other people's homes? Yeah.
Not as much to other companies. I mean, there's been maybe an instance or two. Mirage kind of likes to make sure that they have their specific dealers and they don't really want anyone else dealing their product. And that's just, you know, to make sure that they're keeping it reasonable for everyone, and not really saturating the market. But yeah, definitely if a installer wants to buy some product for me and they have a client that wants it, yeah, I'm happy to work with that. Or even clients just not even wanting to do the install themselves, by all means, they can come in and buy the product.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is, of course, the installation is not guaranteed. The product may not be installed to manufacturer spec, and so that might not be covered by warranty as well. So it's probably best to get a professional installer, or actually to get Touchwood and your guys to go ahead and install those products for them.
I agree. And especially with the installation crews we have, they're meticulous. So having them on your site, you're in good hands and you can sleep at night.
Amazing. Is there anything that we've missed about these amazing Canadian brands?
I guess one quick thing is lots of people are always wondering, okay, so if I switch from a hardwood floor to an engineered floor, does that mean I can refinish it in the future? In the case of Mirage and Vintage, you're always going to be able to. The veneer that they have, their wear layers, or lamella, as we've talked about before, They're going to have a 3mm or a 4mm lamella, depending on what platform you go with. So definitely going to be able to get a few refinishes out of them. So that's definitely a bonus to going with one of these two products.
Well, that's fantastic. Yeah. So we've got the best of all worlds here. So we've got a really good product made in Canada. So anybody who wants to buy Canadian first, you've got a couple of amazing brands that Touchwood Flooring can supply. Myriad of different colors, widths, all kinds of great specs that, you know, anyone would love to have in their home. So talk to Kelly at Touchwood Flooring. I'm sure you'd be happy to have an appointment with somebody and kind of walk them through what they're looking at.
Absolutely. Come on by, take a look at the different options.
Amazing. So thank you so much for joining us on this video. We'll see you guys next time.